Stuart Moss is helping with setting the course. Dean Bonnet and Peter Simmons are operating the recovery boat. Barry Jones and Roger Wilkie in the high-vis vests are our observers and will have our respect for the whole day, of course, as they always do. John Neuenhausen has been in charge of logistics. He's the man who's having trouble with his boat at the moment. So, my wife Meredith Reardon and Janet Luther are going to be collecting and organising lunches, and Gary Polomka has organised drinks for today. I'd like to welcome all the sailors from Portland. It's great to have you all here. And I'd like to welcome all the 4 sailors from Patterson Lakes. It's great to have you here. Thanks for supporting this event. We couldn't do it without you. It makes it a really decent day. We have 18 sailors, so we'll all sail in the one heat. We would hope to complete 12 to 16 races between 10 a.m. and 4. We're going to have the last race has to start by 4 p.m. Presentations will take place not long afterwards, after everyone's brought their boats ashore and packed up. We will have food and fruit here in the tent and drinks. I think there's a coffee urn available down in the clubhouse. And if anyone wants to come to the dinner at Mawson Lakes Hotel tonight, can you let Meredith or Janet know in the tent there? Because they've got a list and they're going to be phoning through the numbers later on this afternoon. Just on a bit of a personal note, in a little town called Baruka over in York Peninsula, they're having a celebration of life for an old mate of mine who died recently, who's a great sailing friend of mine. And I know Gary Hines had a similar thing happen recently, and I know John and Lorraine Berry have also had a friend that died recently as well, and I'm sure other people in this group have been affected. But just thinking of all the sailing mentors and all the people that have taught us about sailing in our lives and how important they are to us. And I'm just thinking of Greg, and you can probably think of your own mentor. And Greg was here today, who's saying, just get out there and do the best you possibly can, learn from everyone else, and above all, have a bloody good time.
Thanks, Adrian. I've got a lot of things written down in my briefing notes here that he's already covered, so if I go over something that he's already said, just bear with me. All these notes I've made here, and what I'm going to say now is, of course, if we can get some breeze and if we can set a course. We'll do it as soon as we can, but you'll have to bear with us as well on that. The launch area, of course, is the pontoon down on the bottom, on the water. The control area is the first tier of grass off the footpath. You can't go onto the footpath, except to cross it, of course, but the first tier, and you can come up on the top one if you want to, I suppose. Yeah. That's no worries.
John, I'd like to just stay on that top tier if they can.
A little control over there.
You want them up on here?
Just on the top one. Yeah.
Okay, so it's only the top tier. If you can stay up on the top tier, the scorers will be on the bottom tier, the second tier. If you need rescue boat assistance, please come and see me, and I can radio Dean wherever he is and get him out there. It'll be a lot quicker that way rather than you trying to look for him. We'll be using a 2-minute countdown, and I'll blow 2 whistles and call boats on the water well before we push the start button, of course. After the first race, there'll be a short break, so you can have do a few adjustments if you want to. And then there'll be a further 2 races. And the racing will continue in blocks of 3. After 3 races, there'll be a 5-minute break. lunch will be around 12:30 or whenever we think it's advisable. There'll be no racing after 1600 hours, or if it turns out sunny, the sun makes it unfair. Please settle all disputes on the water. We don't want to have to involve Jurgen and his protest committee if we don't have to. Then the last thing, of course, is we've got a lot of public walking along the footpath here, walking by the control area, so we don't want any bad language or anything. And Rule 2, fair sailing will be enforced. Any questions? Sorry?
Rule 31?
Oh yeah, you still can't touch a barb, no. You have to do a penalty if you touch a buoy. Nothing else?
Just with the OCSs, were you notify us if we're over the start, or it's our responsibility to go back? So if we're over the start line before the go,
I would tell you if you're over the start line.
so it's not our responsibility to go back.
Yeah. I'll call all clear if there's no one's over the line, or if there's someone over the line, I'll call their number twice. If there's too many over the line, we'll have a general recall. Simple as that. Yeah.
Jono, with the launching area, you mentioned the pontoon. If we need to do a quick change, sort of, need to get the boat out of the water in a hurry, are we able to just pick it up from the edge of the lake down here?
I don't know what the club rule is on the lake.
Yes, that will be fine.
They use the...
That will be fine.
Okay, fine.
Just watch out for the rough pedestrians.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Don't fall in. Okay, you can retrieve the boat from anywhere that you can get it.